everybody, this is Lee with Creative2xmom, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my winter reading list. So welcome back to my channel. My name is Lee and this is Creative2xmom. This channel is all about homeschooling, parenthood, and thriving in the day-to-day. And in the case of today's video, really good books. It's been a while since I posted a video like this one. I think the last one was probably my fall reading list, which I will link down below. Each season I try to put up a video sharing with you guys what my intentions are for reading. And I was invited by my friend Ingrid to set a goal on my Goodreads account. And I think I set mine for 50 books in the month of 2020. I will link my Goodreads account down below as well. So I love to read, and I love to read a variety of books, but I've noticed over the last year my reading has really slowed down. My time to read has really slowed down. I thought when the kids got older I would have more time to read, and instead I feel like I have less, and that's probably because they are so busy and I'm so busy supporting them and chasing their dreams. But one of the things that I do to help myself make time for reading is to keep a list, because then I always have something to read. I don't have to go, okay, what did I want? I need to check that out from the library. It kind of can take up my reading time. So keeping a list of what I want to read really helps me. I have 8 books on my list because I was thinking there would be about 8 books until I probably get spring fever. And so the 8 books that I have to share with you today are War Horse. This is a book that I've checked out from the library. This was recommended by Shalise at Sodbuster Living, and I will link her channel down below. She is one of my fellow readers, and she recommended this one, and when I started looking at it I thought, this looks amazing. I love historical fiction, and this one is based out of World War I. I think my daughter would also like it, but I wanted to read it first because it just looked so good that I'm not letting her know about it until I get a chance to read it. The other book I'm reading is a new publish, and I'm reading it for review. It's called Forever Hidden. Now, I love the partnership between these two authors. I've read several of their books that they've written before, particularly the Under the Alaskan Sun, I think was the name of the series. I will link my review of those books down below, but they're great authors. They are new to me within probably the last 2 years. I've really enjoyed their writing, and this book's coming out in January, so I'm going to be reading that one. The next 2 books I have fall under the sort of eating healthy, being healthy lifestyle. You guys know that I'm a fitness coach, and I'm constantly striving to learn and grow in that area, not only through my own personal struggles, but through the knowledge of people who've gone before me. So I have 2 books in that area. The first one is on my Kindle, so I'm going to read the title for you. It's Fuel Your Soul, Transform Your Body. I don't know a whole lot about this book, but the title grabbed me because I know there's a big connection between our brains, our spiritual health, and our physical health. And those 3 areas really tend to work together. It is such a mind shift and a spiritual shift, I believe, as well, when you are talking about taking care of yourself, taking care of your body. And I think that if you are missing one of those pieces, then the other 2 tend to fall out of whack. So I'm interested to really dive into this book and find out more about that. The other book I have is a reread. It's by Gary Thomas, Everybody Matters. I have read this one in the past, and it talks a lot about why your body is important, how it has a purpose, just as you have a purpose, and you can't fulfill your purpose until you sort of discipline yourself in fueling your body and helping your body work for you. So these are just some of the points on the back. He talks about how physical fitness can lead to increased sensitivity to God's voice, renewed energy for God's work, greater joy for living, and a fortified soul, better able and more willing to serve and love others. So I'm excited to read this one. I think it's probably been about 5 years probably since I've read it, and I remember it being a big one in my fitness journey. The other 4 books that I have on my list should come as no surprise that they are in the parenting genre. The first one is The Life-Giving Parent by Sally Clarkson. Now, I started this book back in November and I didn't read a whole lot over the holidays, so I'm returning to finish that one. Of course, it's written in very classic Clay and Sally Clarkson style with a lot of family illustrative stories. I love their style of writing, so I'm looking forward to finishing that one. The next book is The Mentoring Mom, 11 Ways to Model Christ for Your Child. This is by Jackie Kendall. This too is a reread, but it's probably been 3 or 4 years since I read that one. Big surprise, Love and Respect in the Family. I've talked about this book possibly every year in my YouTube journey. I like to reread it at the beginning of the year because it reminds me of a lot of the things and the reasons, the whys of a lot of what we do in our family. It just helps me refocus on being a good mom and what we are doing in discipling our children. And the last one was a suggested book. It's How to Raise an Adult. Now, this book was on my fall reading list and I just didn't get to it. It got pushed back to the end, but I am excited to read that one. It's been recommended by actually one of my college roommates who is raising teens with us. She said it was really great, really amazing, and she has kids that are just slightly older than my oldest, and she felt like it really helped her and her husband a lot in this current teenage stage. So those are the 8 books on my fall reading list. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know, what would you recommend? I love fiction. I love historical fiction. I have kind of been on a kick lately of things like War Horse that are in this young adult genre. As my kids are getting older, I'm finding that there's a big overlap in what we like to read together. Give me some recommendations. I'd love to know what you're reading. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.